Let me see that. Look. Okay, turn around. Let me see the back.
Okay.
Let's see that. Let's see.
Hey everybody. Let's get this party started.
Okay.
Tell them to get the party started.
Okay, listen. First of all, this is the Golden Square podcast with your host, Linda Scott, and her co-host, Barry Barnes.
That's him.
Can we get that jingle, please?
Yes.
This is Linda. This is Barry. And when you come to the round table, you square off with the boy. Square
He's a good cheer dancer. Oh my God, amazing.
I'm the old school, traditional chair dancer king.
Y'all saw that was telling his age too. That's all he can do. But anyway, so we welcome you tonight. We have an amazing show for you. We right?
And more than the amazing show for you, this is our first together, Linda and Barry, Golden Square podcast. And we're very excited. This is our first one tonight. And if you hear me just a little bit, I'm a little bit, nervous. I'm sure she is too.
No, don't talk for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. She got a little cute on me, didn't she?
I did, didn't I?
This show is going to be full of everything. Don't listen to her. She's crazy. We're going to do fashion. We're going to do inner beauty, outer beauty. We're going to do politics. We're going to do entertainment. Everything. You name it. We're going to try to talk about a little bit of everything. One of our specialties is going to be what?
What's going to be? What is the specialty?
Our specialty is going to be our 2 cents. Our 2 cents.
Our 2 cents. Yeah, our 2 cents.
Okay.
Our 2 cents.
I'm working with it. I am. I promise you that.
I'm so happy that
we're excited about that. So we have a whole show planned for you, and we kept on trying to decide, Linda and I, what we were going to do. But we decided that what we should do is make sure you knew who was in front of you.
That's right. Who we are.
So I'm going to interview Linda.
You are?
And she's going to interview me for our first guest tonight.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so I need a pen so I can write some questions down. Okay, so what are we going to talk about? You going to interview me?
Yes, I am.
Am I ready?
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
She says she's ready. I don't think she's ready.
I am.
But I just want you guys to know that Linda Scott is an amazing woman. She comes with a resume that will knock your socks off. And beauty is her life. She's done many things and many levels. And I just wanted you to get an opportunity to know who we're playing with, or better yet, who I'm playing with. Right. And I adore this with many talents and very eclectic in her originality. I thought that was nicely said. Don't you?
I was like, say that again.
Is that me? Okay, so we're going to start this off really nicely. My first question, Linda, is where is Linda Scott from?
I'm originally from Florida, Delray Beach, by way of Fort Lauderdale.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
So did y'all get that?
They did.
Where is she from?
Delray.
Okay, this is a quick test. Where's she from?
Delray. Say it with me. Delray, where all the stars are born.
Okay, is that what you are? Okay, good. So now we know a little bit.
Yeah.
So what we also know is that you're a mother, aren't you?
I am.
And let's talk about that for a quick second.
Okay, so what do you want to know?
Children, motherhood, what that means to you. All of that.
Okay, so I am a mother for real. I'm a mother. I birthed 3 kids, 2 boys and a daughter. And my daughter was killed in a car accident. So I'm down to just 2 boys, but not just 2 boys, 2 handsome sons. I love them.
Well, that's beautiful. Yeah. And we also are going to add that Linda's also a grandmama.
No, Linda is a granny. Yes, she's a granny of 6.
I like mama. Grandmama.
I am a mama. I am a granny 6. But I have 4 grandboys and 2 granddaughters.
Isn't that beautiful?
That is.
Now, as heartless as this woman could be, you would think that she would be a granny. So I just want to make sure that you understand. There is a heart in there. She's not really related to the 10 name.
See, somebody said Delray Beach. They know they got it. They got it. Yes.
And thank you so much for your comment.
Thank you.
Our show is about many things.
Many hats.
And one of the biggest areas for our show is going to be fashion. And Linda is synonymous to that world. Give us a little intake on how Linda started in the beauty business.
Oh my God. I started in the beauty business approximately 68 years ago as a beautiful baby. No, you wasn't ready for it. You weren't ready. You wasn't ready. Yes. About 7 pounds. Yeah, that's where it all started from. But no, on the real deal.
You ain't never been 7 pounds.
I have. Somebody help me. Help me. I was 7 pounds at birth.
Okay.
I've never. Yeah, I was 7 pounds at birth.
I never went back to 7.
I didn't. Thank God. Thank God. Because now where I am, after the death of my daughter, God spoke to me. I listened and I followed his direction. And this is how I became who you say I am?
Amazing Black woman.
Oh, okay.
So we know that. So that piece is important.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the first step in fashion for you? What was it that intrigued you? Was it runway? Was it coaching? Because we know that you have all those under your belt. What was the journey like?
The journey was, I think it was in the 6th grade, Ebony Fashion Fair came to my school, elementary. And my father was a minister and they wanted me to be a model back there, 6th grade. Ooh, I was always 6 feet tall. Yeah, but anyway,
7 pounds.
And yeah. But anyway, so I was in the 6th grade. They came to me. I went to my father to ask him about it because my dad technically was a dancer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that goes way back to Ed Sullivan. You know that show?
Yes, I do.
My dad and my aunts and all those people. They were dancers. So he kind of knew the background of what it would do to people and so forth and so on. So when I brought that to him about them saying that they wanted me, all I wanted to do was play ball or either sing. And so he said no.
Right. I was going to ask you. He wasn't for you.
He wasn't. He wasn't because he knew the back end of it, and he didn't want his child to be wrapped up in that. Now, some things that he said that happens in the background, I wanted to do it. Yeah. I was like, ooh, okay. Now what? So, but anyway, that's how it all started. That's where it began from. Them coming to the school, called to Hamilton out of Chicago, came into my life. Ann McSwain, she came into Ann Golden, I'm sorry. She came into my life. I became her signature model, which I knew nothing about a signature model. I didn't know what that meant. Mm-hmm. And which that means I had on all her pieces everywhere I went. So
so just to help you all,
yes,
for those who are just bringing it, that would be the equivalent of today's ambassadors. So,
right.
Of a line or a boutique. So she was almost like the sample model for that particular design.
Thank you. See, that's why we together. So, but anyway, so that's what took place for me, and that's how I did. I went to a casting call, and I saw the girls quote modeling, auditioning, and I was like, "Let me pull them to the side. Let me help you a little bit." So I found that my heart was in teaching. Mm-hmm. And that's what I love the most. Is teaching you how to do the right stand, how to turn, how to enter, how to exit, all of that stuff. So that's how it started.
I just want you guys to know this is one of probably the most creative model coaches that I know. And in my class, as I teach and coach runway, we even have a step that we call the Linda because she taught it to me and I taught it to my students. And so her movements and her ease on the runway and to be able to teach that to someone else who's very interested in modeling is incredible. So I applaud her on that.
Y'all know I paid him to say that, right? Okay. I paid him. That was good.
Broke,
okay.
So she threw some coins on the floor and said, "Here you go. Hey, here's a quarter. Pick it up."
I love it. I paid him to say all those beautiful things, but that's what I love the most. I love teaching.
So let's take another little journey because Linda's stuff is incredible, and I'm always amazed as the pages turn. Let's talk about LS 1426.
Wow. again, LS 1426 was established back in 2007, I think it was. And me and my son was traveling after I was telling him about what God had laid on my heart and where I was supposed to be going, but I didn't know who I was really. And I didn't know what to do and what I'm going to call this thing. So my son says to me, well, Mommy, what size are the models going to be? I said, I think I want them between the sizes of 14 to 26. He said, that's it. I said, what's it? You're Linda Scott, which is the LS, and 1426. I said, you so smart. He was so smart. And something as simple as that, I couldn't put it together.
So for those who are unclear, can you tell us what is LS 1426?
LS 1426 is Linda Scott, and it is models between the sizes of 14 to 26.
And that's who you're coaching. So is that your concentration?
That's my specialty. I specialize in that. I can coach anyone, men, children. Yeah, anybody. You got two dogs right here. You know how to walk.
And she got some dogs.
I do. I do.
Down, that.
I know. Don't let the world see them. But let me just, okay then, all right. But yeah.
So I'm sorry. No, your feet are really small.
I know.
If you can't talk.
I know they are. They go with my small body. Yes. Okay. That's it. That's
No, stop.
Right. Now.
So what's next for Linda Scott? What's next for LS 1426? What's next for your jewelry line? What's next for all of that? Because you wear many hats. And I love that about you because each one is very distinct and different and it does what it does. But and since I mentioned it, let's talk just briefly about the jewelry line. Tell me about that.
So the jewelry itself, it came.
I'm sure it's on.
Okay, it's on. It's on.
She got confused. Okay.
I did. I thought he was trying to. So, but anyway, the jewelry line is it's specialized again in the 14 to 26 because if we go into Lane Bryant, we have to pay hundreds of dollars just to get a bracelet that you're selling somebody else that's smaller than me, $2. So, and it doesn't fit us. It's really tight on us. So I thought that I would specialize in the jewelry that way as well, so that we'll be able to wear chokers, bracelets, and earrings.
What a but and what she pointed out, which is very important, is that women of certain sizes need different kind of charms. Yeah, right. So it's a different size on the wrist. Right. It's a thicker stone. Those things become very important because it gets lost if it's not the right size. So I applaud you on doing that.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what's next with all this going on? You got so much going on.
I know.
I was at your last fashion show, which was supposed to be your last fashion show before your actual last fashion show, which then became your last fashion show. So it's clear that we're not done with doing fashion shows.
I'm trying to be done.
What's next in that area?
It's so crazy that you're talking about that. My last, because I just received a phone call today.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And I was trying to say no at that.
So are we doing a show?
I think so. I think this is okay. I think
this one will be the last.
This will be the last one. This will be the last one. I did receive a phone call, a couple of phone calls to be exact, in reference to having another fashion event, and I don't want to say no, but I'm also the president of Rose B. Johnson Colon Cancer Awareness.
No, you didn't say that, but say it. Okay,
I am the president of that. However, when they brought that to my attention today, I said, well, maybe I will put it with that.
That'd be good.
Charity.
That'd be good. I like.
And then so I'll be calling out to designers and models and makeup artists, hairstylists.
And dressers, volunteers.
Yeah, volunteers.
It takes a lot to put on a big show.
Really do.
Linda's shows, by the way, are amazing.
I keep peeing.
I'm gonna tell you a little story real quick because I got a few minutes. everybody always asks me, how did I meet Linda? And it was crazy. I was coaching at six position dance studio. It's the space that I share with Don Shika, who's an incredible young woman who has the best dance studio in town, I might say. And I coach there. I use some of my classes are done during the day. So I had a group of women who were all curvaceous women, Rubenesques, I like to say. She's confused with that, but I am not.
He's confused.
No, I am not.
We are plus size. We are curvy.
Curvaceous. Let's just stay there. So I had 20 girls that I was coaching on a regular basis. Linda was in town doing her annual big show. Now, Linda's show is she brings a bunch of designers, national and international, and brings in a bunch of models, national and international, and then some vendors or local into a town that she's in. She does this incredible thing, which is amazing, y'all. I mean, it's amazing to see. So 2 of my girls were in her show, but she does a workshop prior to the show, which is fabulous. It's an amazing thing. So 2 of my girls got into her show. And so I was working with somebody who was a little leery of Linda. And she said, you know, Linda is a model stealer.
I don't know how you do that, but
that was the title.
That was my title.
And you know how we do. You know, if Linda don't like somebody, I'm immediately not like them because Linda don't like them. So you hear somebody tell you something and you formulate how you feel about that person. Well, I go to this workshop that she had created. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I get there and it was at a hotel. Everything seemed cool. You know, they had a little reception. I met Ramona. Everybody's hanging out and do their little things. And I came in with a chip, I must say.
A big chip. A big chip.
It was like a cake. A cake chip. There you go.
Yeah.
I came in and they were all looking at me. Linda said, keep your eye on that one. Yeah. And so I came in to get a ticket. I brought 2 other models with me. I had 2 models that were in the show. They were already planned to be at the workshop.
But wait, let me say this. I didn't know who he was. I really didn't. I promise with everything, Emily. I didn't know who he was, but I knew he was somebody in the arena. I knew that. So I told my girls, keep an eye on that one. Let me just, because I asked him, can I help you?
And I said, I don't think so.
Said, I don't think so.
And gave her the back of my neck.
Yeah, and I said, well, you'll come back.
Okay. Yeah. In her head. I didn't hear it.
Yeah. He didn't want to hear, but
So I left her with her jaws hanging open. So she's like, because that was my intention. I said, well, I'm gonna let her know she's not gonna take my models, that kind of thing. So I went and sat down and they began right on time, you know, which was again, you know, Black folk in time. You know, it was good. It was really good. So I sat down. She had an agency person. She had a photographer. She had a photographer, a makeup artist. She had a hairdresser. She had what is it? The food people. What do you call it?
Them people.
Diet nutritionist.
That's it. The YouTube.
Don't
listen to him.
Nutritionist. Okay. She was a nutritionist. Just everybody had a couple of minutes, which was fantastic. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I was like blown away because in this industry, there's nobody protecting you. There's nobody leading you, helping you. You know, you catch what you can and then you just move forward. Right. This woman went as far as made sure that all the models that were in the show had a complete workshop to understand if this is your first time or whatever, you need to know these things. And I thought it was the most creative way to educate women and men moving forward in this industry. And I tell you, I was simply blown away by the whole situation. So this heifer, that be me, right? Okay. At the end of the workshop, you know, so again, I was sitting tight in the beginning of the show, of the workshop. And by the end of it, I was so engaged. I was at this position. So concentrated on the information. This thing's gonna go ahead and say, hey, well, do you have any last words for us, Mr. Barnes?
I found out who he was. Because see, I got some good FBI. Yes. I had some good.
And she did good with it. But I'm gonna tell you, I was so shocked. I mean, Gag Nation. Because I was this is where I went. And it took me a few seconds to say something, but I remember telling them, if you got anything, know this. This woman is about the business because she's giving you stuff that you don't get anywhere.
Period.
And from that day, I knew we were going to be buddies because everything that I was told about her was not true. I had to go back to my camp and say, nah, you don't know Linda Scott apparently, because that's whatever you thinking she is not. She's really against it. And since I started this little story, I'm glad I did. I want to go in one more time on a question for you is that I appreciate what you do for models, but I think I want to hear you talk more about how you empower from the inside out.
Wow.
And why that's important to you.
That is an excellent question. I really appreciate that. You're good at that.
I'm good at it.
You're a good interviewer.
Interview.
Yes. So, but anyway, my whole thing is to clean you out with all of the negative things that you've heard about what kind of girl?
Rubenesque.
That person. But for all the things that you've heard about us, you don't have to fall into that trap of, oh, I'm fat, nobody's gonna like me, I'm ugly. If you say so, you are. But once we clean the inside so you can build and only we can enhance your confidence. That's what I want to do. That's my mom. I don't care about anything else. But if I touch the inside and got some of that dirt out, all that stuff that you should not have, and for you to get on the runway, it's a whole different story because now you feel good about yourself. You're walking in hundreds and $1,000 dresses and you're looking pretty. And yes, I'm ready. So yeah, that's it. But that's what I enjoy the most is cleaning and enhancing you on the inside.
And one of the things that I love really as well is that it's clear that as you move around and find different organizations that will give you tools for your toolbox, one thing that nobody can teach you is confidence. They can only give you tools.
And that's the practice.
Right.
That's the practice.
That's good because the only tools that we can give you to empower you to ignite what's already in you. And that's what we're doing. There's no such thing as a confidence class. If you ever hear somebody, we teach confidence, hit the dough.
Yeah.
Hit the dough. You got to run. Right. Put your shoes on and hit it because that's not real. It's not real. I can't teach you that. Right. But I can give you tools to empower you and help you exercise that confidence.
Exactly.
But is that Jim? I'm doing the Jim thing. You see me?
He's in the chair. He's in the chair. Let's not forget where he is. He's in the chair. But what I do like is I know when you're coaching that you have all your models to have a mirror.
Correct.
In my coaching, I tell you to go home and look in the mirror and talk to yourself. So the mirror thing we both have together, important. It is important because if you stand in the mirror and you're talking to yourself, like I do, but if you stand in the mirror and you're talking to yourself, you're telling yourself the truth, whether or not you want to hear it or not. You're standing in the mirror and you're looking at what's your good side, what's your, all of these things. The mirror
light hits you, all of that.
Exactly. So I like that. You and I have the mirror thing going on. Where's your mirror? Okay. So anyway, continue about me. Okay.
So glad that you guys came. Okay.
This is who I'm working with.
This is who I'm working. She killed me. Like she's got a treat on her hand.
I love working with Barry. People who know us, they always say, "Oh, y'all fight all the time," but we don't fight. It's not a fight. It's him saying no to me, and I don't like that. But him saying no to me, and then I say no. You're gonna say yes.
And she does get me to say yes.
Yeah, but that's what I like that we could.
Every show I've done with her has stretched me as an individual to do beyond what I would have done. And one thing I love about people in my life, I get challenged by their creativity, and it aids to mine. Like we did a runway, we covered runways, we did a square runway, we did the long one.
That was an F. Yeah, that was an F.
She did a fashion show so long, the photographers got mad because he couldn't place himself at the end of the runway because there was no room. So it's been fun. We did a pipe and drape piece that we had to have the models right on the other side of that, and we were trying to keep the control of
Yeah.
the sound.
Yeah.
It was a madhouse, but
That's
it's always
it's
been
a great challenge. Though.
Yeah,
but
but
we
it's
sit back and
fun.
we laugh about it. and
after
we
it's,
have-
after
yeah,
it's over.
after
it's
because
over,
during the time
it's not good.
it's not a good.
Listen, I
challenge.
was my second show with Linda. Her team almost left her because at that point I was full on crazy Barry Barnes, and we were trying to do a show, and I was stepping on feelings, and my intention is not to hurt you,
right,
but to grow you. But know this and know this today. You are in my way if you can't do what you do, because everything you do, I can do.
right.
So I don't really need you.
But here's the thing.
But I need you. But I need you.
But I sat there and watched both of them go at each other. And they were saying, Miss Linda, they're arguing. Okay, they'll fix it.
Right.
They'll fix it.
Right.
I like that because she didn't give in and he didn't give in.
And I'm not.
And then the work got done.
It did.
That's all I wanted.
All you got to do what I say.
See, that's Linda Scott right there. That's a Linda Scott. What did you just say? What?
You see how crazy she is?
But however, we have challenged each other.
Every time.
We have challenged. We have
Every
doing our
time.
model workshop. He takes the standard models. And last year I lost. I didn't like that. I really didn't want to lose to him.
We took a group of people, models, and we split them up, and we sort of
we
played against each other.
We played
who
against
had the best
who had the best walk. And who
I
could
won.
he did that night.
Every
But on the
night.
runway,
Every
it
night.
all was
Every night.
awesome.
Every night.
He's
Every night.
hot. I'm gonna fan him. He's not feeling well. But he's here though. He's here. But we enjoy each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we enjoy each other.
So, I said this earlier, and I know I mentioned it. What's really, really next for Linda Scott?
I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I do not know. I am only gonna walk in the steps that God is leading me to do. I know, as I stated, I'm the president of Rose B. Johnson Colon Cancer. We have the podcast. I have people whispering in my ear about doing another production. And just so he know to tell you, we don't do just fashion shows. It has to be a production. We are here to sell our designers, our makeup, our hair people. Those people want to be seen. They came all the way to wherever we are so that they could showcase their garments.
Exactly.
And I don't know where we're going. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But wherever he leads me, God, not Barry, but God, wherever he leads me, that's where we should go.
Okay.
Yeah. I just want everybody to know. I ain't following Barry. I'm following the man upstairs. Barry can't get that high.
And let me just say, it wouldn't hurt him to follow me though. Okay.
Sometimes, yeah, and he's absolutely right. Sometimes I will follow him, like we go into restaurants and stuff like that. I follow you. Ooh, didn't I?
That was I was gonna get ugly with that, but I said no. Let's not.
I follow him. I follow you to events, don't I? I follow
I'm
him.
not talking to her no more.
Oh,
Okay.
don't be like
So
that.
I have one final question, and
Okay.
I think this is a good one.
Okay.
What would be your dream next assignment? If you could do whatever it is that you think you want to do, what would be that dream next event for you, or assignment, or whatever? What would that be? What does that look like?
Oh my God. Oh, that's a good question.
I'm an interviewer.
Oh, I needed you to pre-warn me about these questions.
No
Oh, I
such
couldn't
thing.
do that.
No such thing.
Yeah. Okay, so what would I like to do?
Now, and you got to dig now, because
you
got to do that, woman in the
Mm.
mirror thing, and really say what
whatever.
that is.
God dang it. I think if I have to go back into the fashion arena before I really, really want to, but the biggest thing that I think I would like to do is take a troop over to Africa and shut it down. Shut it down. I would love,
So in shutting it down, make us know, and I'm sure all our viewers are dying to know, what does shut it down look
Shut
like?
it down mean those girls that we take over to Africa, hit that runway. No, hit the motherland. And people are going, ooh, I know those people. I think I want to be with them.
She's Nigerian.
Yeah. But I just want to go over there, and the fashion over there is beautiful. What?
Sick.
It
You know,
is.
Africa,
It's the
Africa,
leading.
well, their fashion week is outstanding.
It
you know,
is.
so and
It
they
is.
have now made it on the calendar of places to
Places
be
to-
for fashion week.
Exactly. So those of you who don't want to go to Paris anymore, Africa is
Well,
the spot.
You'll never not want to go
Never
to
go-
Paris. Okay,
No,
never.
there's some who've been to Paris already who don't wish to go back and do it
I'm
again.
sorry, I don't want to talk
Okay.
if you don't want.
Okay,
I'm
well,
sorry.
you want you ought to go back. But anyway,
Please,
so if you
please,
like traveling, how about
please,
that if I say that?
Paris, please.
Please, if you're traveling, you love traveling.
But
you
Africa's
love-
good
it-
too.
It is. though.
Australia, Hong Kong.
All of those places, don't miss it. Don't miss it. And they are accepting our curviness. Curviness.
She will not say Rubenesque.
No.
No.
Because I need my people to know that it's us. You see all of
Well,
this? Yeah. It's hanging off the seat and stuff
Okay,
like
so
that. Yeah.
Ruben, and I said I was going to get that last name for you, but Ruben is an artist, and he's known for making curvaceous women pictures of artwork and just naked and beautiful, and just he was able to capture the true essence of a full-figured woman's
Of a
shape.
full figure.
You know, 'cause
fierce.
that's the whole
like my
thing.
baby in Alabama.
Right.
Full figure, fierce woman. Yeah.
Which is amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
That's a full-figured woman dressed right, walking right, acting right is outstanding. I mean, that's better than the standard sometimes.
It is.
You know, so
Sometimes for you,
sometimes
it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. I have had shows. Let me just say this. I've had an interview with a young lady on the radio, and she knew I was a model when I was a standard girl. And now that I am a mature woman, she knows that too. But anyway, he asked me what size did I like the best, because she just knew I was going to jump on the standard side. I said, baby, I love being a plus size, big, beautiful girl. When I walk into the door, everybody say, who is that person?
that's the ham hock stuff.
That's
what that is. That ham hock, collard greens.
That's all of
potatoes,
that. All of that. Don't leave out none of the oxtails and pig feet. Yeah, don't leave it out. I like all of that. That's how it all became this right here. So yeah, she was really angry with me because you want to be fat? No, sugar. I am fat. That's it. Yeah, no sugar. I am fat. But I love who I am.
There you go. That's
it.
all you can do is love who you are. And that's important. We want to make sure that in this journey with us, as you travel with us, we're going to really sink our teeth into really creating the beauty from within. Not so much. I mean, Lynn and I can make anybody beautiful on the outside. Anybody. Just like a makeup artist can make anybody look good. A hairstylist can make anybody's head look good.
Yeah.
But if you ugly on the inside, you ugly, right? You ugly on the outside. And who said that? And what movie was that? Who said that?
Who was it?
If you're ugly in the inside, you're ugly on the outside.
Who said it?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Who said it?
Whitney Houston.
Oh, she did it. Ready to
on the floor when they were all four. Yeah.
Yes.
I love that.
Whitney, and she's absolutely right. But there's so much to us, and it's not just the fashion. It's the politics. It's the community.
It's entertainment.
It's
all music. Of that. It's theater.
All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
Which is important. And we're hoping that we're able to bring you what you want to hear and what you want to talk about as we move forward. Because it's about now. We're living in the what?
What? In the now?
In the now.
In the now.
What?
In the now?
In the now?
In the now.
In the now.
We're living in the
She's
now.
not sure.
Yeah. We're living
She's
in the
living
now.
in the now as well.
Now, right
Scary,
now?
isn't it?
Yeah. All right. Where are you? Here? Now?
So everyone, that's Linda Scott in a nutshell. And I wanted you to know what I feel and and what she does for me and what I think of her. I think she's an incredible woman. She's a wonderful mom, an incredible grandmother, a great influencer, a great coach, a great friend, just amazing woman who has so many talents and is able to balance the level of hats that are stacked on top of her head as she conquers each, endeavor that she embarks upon. So
thank you, Mr. Barnes.
Yeah, I mean that. I mean, this woman took me to a photo shoot in the Bahamas.
Oh my God.
Okay? And I'm gonna tell y'all.
Let me tell them. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all about the Bahamas.
I'm interviewing. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
So we went to the Bahamas. It was amazing. It was something I always wanted to do. I wanted to take a bunch of girls and guys over and rest in peace. What's his name? Atlanta. AC. That's it. AC. And oh my God.
He's not here?
No, he passed away.
Oh, I didn't know. Did you tell me?
Yes.
Okay.
AC did, and he was the man. I mean, he was so built. He was so fine.
Yeah.
It's like, taking them over, get in the water. And we were doing everything that was supposed to be done, right?
That was a great time.
I'm not a water person.
No. I thought I had to swim.
However, I had someone with me that I asked him to go. And I was afraid to ask. Let me say that. I was afraid to ask him because I didn't want to hear the answer no. I told you I don't like no. But I said to Ramona, I want him to go, but what if he say no? She said, Miss Linda, just ask him. If he say no, he say no. We just keep going. I'm like, okay, but I want him to go. I don't want him to say no. But I called him on the phone and I said,
beating around the bush.
Hi, Barry. That's what I said. Hi, how are you? What's going on? Thank you so much for whatever.
And they started talking about the trip, but not still asking me.
Him, we're going over to
don't cut me in half.
Don't.
Okay, you cut me. You
Where
asked
am I
me.
from?
You asked me.
I'm from Florida. So okay. So yeah. So anyway, I finally said, would you like to come? And he said, yes. I said, oh, shoot. Okay, all right, that's good. And I heard him call Ramona and said, yeah, he in. She said, see, listen, all you gotta do is ask. I'm like, oh, okay. So now we get to the Bahamas. I'm in the water and I have to show them what I'm looking for, but then I'm afraid of the water. And then I have to say, oh, how could you be afraid of the water? You want them to do this in the water. I'm like, okay. And then I'm looking up. He's sitting his self.
I wasn't sitting. I was standing.
No, you were sitting on that bench.
Okay,
I was sitting on the bench.
I was.
And I said to him, Barry Bonds, I said a nice with a smile. If you don't get and over here in this water, and he was like, oh, but my agent didn't tell me I had to get in the water. I said, okay, I'm about to throw a rock over there and hit this joker in the head. If you don't get it, but he came in.
And the truth, so let me be fair. The truth of the matter was, I do know that, as well as Linda, we do have a takeover spirit. When things are not moving in the right direction, we start to take over automatically, and not to shun anybody or belittle anyone.
Not at all.
It's just that I know that what you want. I know the end result that you want. Let me go ahead and execute this for you because you can't do it. So my piece was, I was already invited, so I already felt honored. I didn't want to go in the water because I was never offered or shared that spot before. This is the first woman who ever shared a moment that was major for her as well as myself, and wanted me to be a part of it right next to her. And she did say when she invited me, I want you right next to me. But y'all, you hear these things and people say their stuff and you get somewhere and it's next thing they tell you, well, just sit over there in the corner and watch me work, that kind of thing.
I didn't need anybody watching me.
No, and I didn't know. I didn't really,
I said I wanted you to come and be a part.
And I was there and I was a part.
But I had to call this
I didn't know she
person
wanted the right
over here
hand.
with me to get in the water.
I thought she had a right hand.
But how did you? I got a right hand and a left hand, but you came and
scratching her head. So I didn't know. I didn't know. So when she said, "Come on," it was on from there. It was. But again, I must I must be clear. My outfit for that moment.
It was not.
It was not for the ocean.
It was not.
It was not.
It was not.
I
for
was
the
so
ocean.
mad at her.
He
But
was
I said,
so cute.
I was.
He was cute.
I was.
But he was dripping wet.
Right.
Cute. Okay.
Listen,
Yeah, you
we-
did good.
We
You did
had
good. About
the time of our life.
Yeah.
There are two major events for me in my life that in the fashion world that I hold dear. It was that photo shoot in the Bahamas and working with Alfred Song in Paris. So those, I mean, she's up there with my
wow.
my dream come true
Mm.
job. And so it's always nice to, hang out with somebody who respects your expertise and is not afraid of it. We get caught up with people sometimes and they want the best for us, but as soon as they see the best that you could do, you start feeling knives in your back.
Exactly.
It's like, that's crazy. Right. So it's a wonderful thing to be able to collaborate with this old girl right here and just really make wonderful things. We make wonderful things together.
But we do though.
Yeah,
we do.
Yeah.
He's one of those. We can go out together, but I don't have to sit and be up under him. Barry, where you going? Don't leave me. That's the kind of company I enjoy being with because I want to work the room on my side. You work the room on your side.
And then we come together.
Exactly. What? What? So that's what we do. And that's what this show is about, just to let you know a little bit about us. So now let me just ask Barry a couple of questions.
And make it quick because we have to do our 2 cents.
We got time to do our 2 cents. Don't try to get out of this.
No. I'm ready.
Okay.
Come on.
All right, come on. So now my thing was, all right. So I always am asked the question, what does that B stand for on your? Which his name is Barry. That's common. That should have came. But what does the B really stand for?
Okay, so I wear B every day.
Every day.
Every day. You know how some people go back to the house because they forget the credit card or the cell phone? I go back for the B when I realize it's not on.
And you do.
Okay, so my brand is B Square. Okay, so that's my little company. I do model coaching and branding. My logo is B to the second power. Okay, because my name is Barry Barnes. So I have been I've been B Square.
Okay.
All my life. And so I started back when I was 17 and I was B Square.
He ain't never been 17. What? You were 17?
Yes, I was.
Okay, because you had to get to 17 to get to
18.
No, to get to this other number.
To 19.
No, another number.
To 20.
Some more numbers. But yeah, that's it.
So the B stands for Barry Barnes, and it also stands for B Square.
Okay, good.
Branding and marketing.
Branding. Okay, so I know. I'm going to say, I think your posing are some of my best thoughts of you. I love to see you pose at the what do you call it? I don't know. Let's see. It's not a pose. It's editorial. I love your editorial work. See, you didn't think I knew what I was talking about, but I just had to go around the corner for some of y'all who didn't know.
She went around the corner, all right.
Yeah. So I think your editorial work is amazing.
I appreciate that.
It's a beast.
I want to tell you something,
Tell me.
Linda. I hate being photographed.
Really?
And Linda did my last promotional photo shoot.
I did.
It was wonderful.
It
And
was great.
you really helped me with that because I was irritable. I hated the makeup. I hated everything about it. And it's just, I'm not really good. I'm not really good with it. I really feel
It's because it's you. Because when I do my photo shoots, I'm like, now what you want me to do?
But you get it. Look, if I had a camera in my hand right now, I said, Linda, there you go. She's going right in. She's going right. It's unbelievable. What I do well, and I know I do well, is I will do this to you. And you get those teeth, and I'm settled.
Yeah.
But when it starts to posing and getting in position, I need a little leadership. And Linda's incredible at photo shoots. My last one, every picture I adore.
And they were really nice.
Yeah.
Though. Really
But
nice.
what I love most is the pictures that I have with her. I love that.
Okay, so the other question to that is, when did you start modeling?
I was 17, 16, 15, 14.
You keep sticking to that 17 though. You keep sticking that in.
50 years ago.
Yeah. Okay, that part right there. So what did you like about it though?
I didn't.
You didn't like modeling?
No. In the beginning, I wasn't I am, contrary what everybody believes, I am a behind the scenes guy. I love the stuff behind. I love bringing everything together and making it go pow.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make sure that you have the right script. I'm going to make sure that the makeup's right. I'm going to make sure the outfit is right. I'm going to make sure that we have it wrong. I'm going to make sure that the lights and the mics and everybody is in place. And I enjoy that more than actually being on the runway myself. But I'll do it.
Yeah, he always claimed he has an agent. Don't listen to
She said, "Clay,
you
people who get jealous. You know,
can
you see how green she is and all this red, all this green." He claims he has an agent. Okay, I do have an agent. Okay,
that's me. So anyway, okay. In your coaching, are you only coaching women or
no? I'm men and women. I am, I'll take you 13, but you have to be at least, for women, you have to at least be 5'9". But I prefer not to do young people, but I will. And the new area for me right now is the etiquette piece. That seems to be something that everybody's enjoying in my coaching is etiquette. So
that's what we need, though. Yeah. That's what we don't have enough of. Even into the casting calls. I'm that girl as well.
You are 100%.
It's amazing when you doing a casting call and a young lady come in and she got on a size 11 shoe, but baby, you were a size 9. And no, I bought 11. Yeah, you threw money away. Bring that shoe over here to me. I'll take it.
She can do 11.
Yeah, I can do 11.
She can do it.
You can't do anything. But so that's what we need to, and then I see that we do that a lot, and I like that. Well, with you, that's what
it's like. I had a model call a couple of weeks ago, and we had several gentlemen show up, and they brought their shoes, and their shoes happened to be sneakers. That was shoes to them.
Yeah.
And it's so much, as you said, there's so much etiquette needed in the world.
Exactly.
On every level.
And every,
right. Not just table setting, but business as well.
Exactly.
In this field, entertainment, you name it. There's an etiquette. There's a protocol required and moving forward to make sure that people understand that you are a professional.
Exactly. And being a professional means you know how to enter into a room, you know how to exit out of a room, you know how to watch this. Ladies, get into a car or your truck. If I see one more young lady get into a car and all this come over,
you're cocking your legs open.
I'm about to go crazy. Miss, get out the car and let's try it again.
Right.
So all of that is needed round the clock in everything that we do. And it's not just in the modeling field. No. It's not. It's every day.
It's general. It's general.
We hear all the time that the runway is the world. It really is. This is what it is. Because people are looking at you one way or the other. But we're gonna go with that later. I was about to go somewhere else. I was about to go somewhere else.
And it's coming.
It is. But it's just so amazing to me how you and Linda Scott are really known for being mean, and we're the most informative educator out there. But why?
Because we are. Because we are. We got to own it, Linda. We are mean, and we're not mean because we don't see potential.
Yeah,
we're mean because you need us to be, because you have potential.
You have the potential.
And if I'm being, if you only did this like this, and if you could just tone down, if you could, I'm not doing that. I'm not. Don't waste my time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come hard, so you could come even
even
harder.
harder.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's all that is.
That's it.
And if you think what my love is hard, okay, because when you walk away from me and the real world hits you in your butt, you're gonna understand what hard is.
That is it.
That's it.
So, do you love me? I just want to know that
With all my heart.
with all your heart.
Yes, I
Okay,
do.
so if you really love me, you do. All right, so that's it.
See how she goes places?
Yeah,
That's that senior thing.
It is.
Did you know where she just went?
Where?
I don't either.
Me
Okay.
neither. I don't need, but I'm back. I think.
This is the only woman I know who can leave the room and still be sitting in the same place. She's still right here.
Hey guys, it's time for your 2 cents.
Okay, so
Okay.
here it is. It's it.
That's what I said.
This is okay. So listen, we have a segment
that
that's
starts now.
called right now, and it's our 2 cents.
Our 2 cents.
Our 2 cents. So don't take it personally.
It's just our opinion.
It's our opinion. Our opinion.
And we're gonna hit it every week.
Every week
with
every
another
week.
2 cents
right.
on hot topics, as
That's
we will.
it.
And our
And-
piece today is who?
Kelly Bryant, doctor. Let me say doctor.
Please,
Jamal
please.
Bryant, a reverend pastor, Ed, doctor, whatever, all his
All
titles.
of those
That's why are people still talking
about
about
that
this
dress.
about this couple, not just the dress,
right. It's a
about
lot.
this couple.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
And my opinion, because I was about to go in there earlier, my opinion is, if for one, my husband bought me a dress like that home to wear, I put it on so fast he couldn't even blink his eye, because he thought enough of me and loved me to say, baby, I think you're gonna look good in this dress. And not one time for me that I saw anything bad with this dress. I thought it was absolutely beautiful.
And what I say, was it provocative? Absolutely. It's sexy and to me.
Okay, that's
But it wasn't inappropriate.
no, it wasn't.
So let me say that and mean it. She was at a gala which
Right.
raised $4 million for the Black college, right?
Exactly.
So we're all focused on these crazy pieces about, oh, look at her, she looks like she's naked. No,
Yeah.
they were doing something and making a difference in the community. That's a
Exactly.
lot of stuff. We get so caught up on what
And
we don't understand or what our eyes see that we really don't see the really big picture.
Exactly.
These people raise money.
Exactly.
They are pillars in the community.
And he's building a senior citizen homes out there. This man is doing everything.
Look
but
at it.
nobody said anything about that.
They on
only
the dress.
said about
They
her
on the
dress.
dress.
Oh, she looked like Beyonce. She the dress is
and is that a
see-through.
bad thing? Looking like Beyonce?
I didn't think so. I want
Me
somebody to
neither.
tell me I look like Beyonce.
They not. They not.
Okay, I'm just wishing that could. Okay, she was
She's on her husband.
and he all. So and then you got mad with him because he got in the pulpit and told you all
And chopped you up.
he bought the dress for his wife
Chopped
and
you
he
up.
thought she looked absolutely beautiful.
I brought it.
One of the days, one
I
day
bought
I'm gonna have a husband. Well, I gotta get the boyfriend first. But I gotta get a man.
She knows.
Okay, well, anyway, so
She's gonna have a cat.
I'm gonna have
at the end of
somebody that has a fit. But they're gonna put 2 dresses together, and then I'm gonna be in that.
Not
dress.
even that.
Not that.
So the
Okay.
piece for us on our 2 cents
Yes.
is based on the fact that Black women wear many
Men
hats,
hats.
and they should be allowed to do just that.
Yeah.
And we should honor them as they unveil each hat that they have on.
Exactly.
So, I mean, let's love on our Black women. Let's stop bashing them and beating them up. Let's love on our Black men who are loving these incredible Black women. So that's our 2 cents for
That's
today,
it. That
y'all.
is it. But she came back and told them.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she told them just that.
Tamara Hall
And,
show. If you could find an interview, that
but-
interview is amazing.
Yeah, it
You
is.
didn't see it. She says wonderful things. And
Exactly. She
and
never said anything.
I believe in her. I think
too.
she looked beautiful.
I think she
looked
did.
great.
Yeah.
You know,
She looked like Linda Scott in that dress.
Oh,
Okay, so that was a lot of
You
years
know,
ago. I'm dreaming. He said I
something
could
hit
go
on
out the
her
room.
head.
You know, see, I could leave the building and still be sitting
she
here.
left again.
I
And
just
she
said-
snatched the dress with her.
Yes, I just thought she was absolutely gorgeous. When I saw the dress, I was like, "Ooh, where can I get one?" But it's just things that kind of bothered me a little bit because my father was a minister,
Mhm.
and if that's what he wanted, her to wear, that's what she had on.
That's
And
what
she had it
on.
on very well.
And she looked
And
beautiful.
I thought she was very beautiful.
And
too.
it was the occasion.
And it was you
A
guys
ball.
who put her up on a pedestal, and she didn't ask to go there. You
Mhm.
put her there, and that didn't work
Listen,
out for you.
Don't
guys.
put me on no pedestal, because
Right.
if I
That's
slip
what
and fall, I want to be able to stumble like that. But if you
Yeah.
put me so high, I break
I'm
my
gonna
neck
bust
on the
my-
way down. It's not worth it.
Yeah, that's it. So with all that being said, y'all come on through. So do we have somebody for next week?
We do.
We do?
We have our
State.
politician.
Yes.
Okay.
State rep Ron. Say Ronald.
Ronald
Reynolds. That's it. State Representative Ron
She
Reynolds.
can't help herself.
That's
She
it.
does it
I
every day.
love it.
She
And
loves him. She
I
thinks
do.
he's a great politician.
We're
We're going to have an opportunity
to meet him.
to have him on the show
Yeah.
and just talk a little bit about politics and where we are for the state of Texas,
And-
especially.
yeah.
And let's talk about what's in front of us as we move forward with this.
It's a little person, little lady, powerful. What's her name? Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah, that's what we
Yeah,
want to.
so
We want
we're
her
trying to get all of that in there
Yeah.
because Texas, we have to turn the state blue. I almost said some other stuff, but we have to turn
Like
the
your
state
dress?
blue. not red.
See, I have
like
on
this.
blue. Okay,
Okay.
so okay, just
But
so
we
you
have
know.
to do that. So
Right. We
I
need to be informed
informed that-
so we
yes.
can make the right decisions
Decision.
moving forward.
Right,
It's important that we know what's out there for us. Ron's a great communicator, and I think it gives us an opportunity. And please, if you guys, when you guys, not if,
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
guys tune in next week, make sure that you're throwing us some questions that we can ask. This is a fun thing. This is all interactive. If you can make it that way, we love having this opportunity and this platform to be able to communicate with you and let you know what's on the ticket, what we need to know.
Don't forget to do that.
Please.
You can inbox us if you feel like you can't get there
Please.
to the rerun. So you can inbox us any questions that you want for him to answer. And
what else they need to do?
They need to like,
Mhm.
they need to share,
Okay.
and they need to subscribe.
One more time.
Like,
Mhm.
share,
Mhm.
and subscribe.
There you go.
That's it.
Because we have some content for you, and we
We
want to
do.
continue
We
bringing
do.
it to you. It's our opportunity. It's our pleasure and honor
to be.
to be in this position with
It
you
is,
guys,
it
and
is.
we thank you so much for loving on us and
Yeah.
hanging out with us for every Thursday,
Every Thursday,
for an
7 p.m.
hour at 7 p.m.
Would you have to say what time? Time. But we wanted to say thank you. We just wanted
squaring
to
off.
introduce
Okay, you have-
ourselves.
And we did want to do that. We want
Yeah,
to see you
keep
next
together.
week. It's the Golden Square podcast at
7 p.m. Central Time. That's
She's big on
it.
that. She's
That's
big on
it.
that.
We have to.
We can't wait to see you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
I'm who? Linda Scott.
And I'm Barry Barnes.
And we'll see you next week. Same time, 7 p.m. Thanks for joining us. Yeah. I can't.
It's so nasty.
Oh.
It's so nasty.
Look at him. He can't do nothing but this.
I can wiggle.